So find the point.
Points of intersection.
So, I'm guessing. So wait. So if for y, whether that's, do I need to use a double angle formula or something, or?
Could I have another idea? Y is pi squared.
Find the point where the curve intersects the line y equals pi squared. So do I have to sub in pi squared for y?
Yep.
Oh, I think I get it. So if I solve for t, so if I do pi squared equals to t minus pi over 6 bracket squared, and then if I then just put it into my graphical calculator and find out what t is.
I was gonna say square root both sides, but sure.
Yeah.
I think I'll give us a decimal answer.
So I got the t is minus 5 over 6 pi and 7 over 6 pi.
Ah, great. So t equals, what was it again? Minus 5 over 6?
Yeah, minus 5 over 6 pi and 7 over 6 pi.
7 over 6 pi. Let's see, find the point. So it says point y equals pi squared.
Oh, so they've given us like a range for the values of t, and is it that minus 5 over 6 is outside the range?
Ah, yes. So that one's outside the range. And so it's just this one?
Yeah.
7 over 6 pi. Yep. Okay. Question B.
Do I? Find the coordinates to points A and B where the curve cuts the y-axis. Am I just subbing in? Am I just putting the parametric equation thing into my graphical calculator?
Cuts the y-axis. Cuts the y-axis. You could. What do you know about? What do you know about where it cuts the y-axis?
The x coordinate is 0.
Yeah. And so what equation will that give you?
0 equals to cos 7 over 6 pi plus sine 7 over 6 pi.
It's not necessarily 7 over 6. T is a variable.
Oh, right.
And yeah, it's definitely not actually. That was when that was a different one. Yeah, so that's, you could solve that equation in the given range.
Do I now? I'm not sure what to do now. Do I need to square both sides?
You could divide everything by cos.
And so that will give me 0.
Yep.
Is equals to sine t. Equals to 1 plus tan t, sorry.
Yep. And then you solve that.
And so do we then do tan t is equals to minus 1?
Yeah. And so t?
And so t is equals to arctan of minus 1?
Yeah.
Um,
And it's in
oh, I actually find the answer for the thing.
yeah, and it's
Uh,
in
I
radians.
I got minus a quarter pi.
So that one is minus a quarter pi. So we need the coordinates of A and B.
Um, uh, so we know that both x coordinates will be 0. Oh, do I then need to sub in minus a quarter pi into for t for y equals?
Yes.
And so that will be um I got yeah, I didn't get I didn't get like a simplified number.
Go on, what is it roughly?
1.71.
So that one is, so let's say A is 1.71. So what about B?
Um I need to summon a different t value now, don't I?
Yes. How do you get a different t value?
Do I need to now divide everything by sine t or something?
So one answer was arctan minus 1 minus a quarter pi. How do you get second answer for tan?
Oh, by doing pi over 2 plus minus quarter pi.
Pi.
Pi,
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
Pi.
180 is pi.
And so that'll be 3/4 pi.
And so that's 3/4 pi. Okay, try that one.
And I got roughly 3.0, and yeah, I got roughly 3.36.
3.36. I have a bunch of malarkey. Oh, hang on. Was I wrong? Where A and B cuts the Y. Let me take a look. So that's A. So they got exact values, but they really didn't ask for that. 49 pi squared over 144. Squared. 3.358.
Yeah, that's what I got, yeah.
So that was 3.36. And then the other one seems to be bigger than that. Is it? No. It seems to be smaller. Yeah, so these should be it. 1.71. So what you got?
Yeah, 1.71, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Grand. Let's see. So A, let y be equal to pi squared. Solve for t. Reject anything outside the range. And then B, if you get answers, you have to get all the answers within the range. And so one was t is minus a quarter pi. The other would be positive 3/4 pi. And you'd sub those in for t. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. So it's not the best one. All right, let's try this. Hang on. So that was. Let me just take a look at that again. Cause that's trig. So this has a bit of trig. Okay, let's try this one.
Um. So do I then do 1 equals to 2 sine 2t?
1 equals 2 sine 2t. Yeah.
I then do half equals to sine 2t, I think.
Yeah.
And then do I then need to now use the double angle formula?
You could. You can solve it from here.
So should I do arc sine over half equals 2t?
Yeah.
And then just do arc sine over half over 2 equals to 2?
What might help is let 2t be equal to a or something.
Yeah, and so yeah, so do I then do arc sine over half equals to a?
Yeah.
And so now I need to work out what arc sine over half is,
Yeah.
and I got a sixth pi. Do I then do a sixth pi equals to 2t?
Additional answer.
Oh, so if it's sine, so do I then do pi minus a sixth pi?
Yeah.
And that will be 5 sixths pi.
Yeah.
And those might be wrong. Oh, then I need to look at which is within the range.
Yeah.
And minus a sixth pi is outside the range.
It is. What is the range?
A quarter pi and 3 over 2 pi.
That's the range for t. We have 2t.
Oh, so I need to half that now.
Not
Do I?
half. Well, you could. I would double this one.
Oh, yeah. And then that'll be, will that be half pi
Mm-hmm.
and, um, 3 pi?
Yeah.
And I think that 5 over 6 pi is in the range.
Yeah, so that one's good.
And minus 6 pi is outside the range.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean that the coordinates would be 5 over 6 pi?
You can get additional answers.
Do I now need to take it away from 360? Or add it to 360? No, not 360. To 2 pi.
Yep.
So am I doing 5 over 6 pi plus 2 pi?
Yep.
And that will be 17 over 6 pi.
Okay. So that's like 2 and 5/6 pi. Any others within the range?
Do I now need to do like pi 2 pi minus 5 over 6 pi?
Nope. So they repeat every 360 or every 2 pi. So 5/6 pi, 2 pi later, it'll be 2 and 5/6 pi. You could subtract 2 pi from it, but then that'll be a negative number. It'll be outside the range. You do have an additional solution that you can use to get one that is in the range.
Minus 6 pi.
Yep.
So am I doing -6 pi plus 3 pi?
How often does it repeat?
Oh, sorry, every 360, so plus 2 pi.
Yeah.
I got 11 over 6 pi.
Yeah. So even though that one is outside the range, you can use it to get one that is in the range. Okay. And so we want the coordinates of the points where the line y equals 1 crosses the curve C.
So do I need to now half these answers that I've got?
Yeah, that's a good point, you do.
And so am I halving 5 over 6 pi, 17 over 6 pi, and 11 over 6 pi?
Yeah.
And so that will be so 5 over 12 pi. And then
Times them all by half, same thing.
and then 11 over 12 pi. And then 17 over 12 pi.
Yeah. And so what would they be as coordinates?
Do you now have to draw it on a graph or something?
No, just coordinates. Do I then need to sub those answers in for x equals and y equals? One coordinate is 5/12 pi and 1. Because this was y equals 1.
Oh, so is the next coordinate going to be 11 over 6 pi and 1?
11 over 12 pi and 1, yeah.
Pi, yeah. And 17 over 12 pi and 1?
Yep. So it's in coordinate form. We're getting 3 answers. We usually get 4 for these. Let me just make sure. So 1 over 6 pi plus 2 pi gave us that. Gave us what? 11 over 6 pi?
Yeah.
If we add another 2 pi, should be too big, I think. Yeah, that'll definitely be too big. All right. Let's take a look. Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff. 0, 1, and -1, 1. Hang on. No, those were t. Sorry, those were t. And so we need we need the x coordinates from those.
Okay.
So those are all t values. So how do we get x?
Do I need to sub in the t values for x equals?
Yep.
And so am I subbing in so cos 5 over 12 pi?
Yep.
And that is root, so it's a fraction, it's root 6 minus root 2 over 4.
Okay, let me just see what I did here. Sine 2 t. Did I get it wrong? So y equals 0. Y doesn't equal 0. Y equals 1. Y equals 1 crosses the curve C. A curve C is defined by these parametrics, right? Y equals 1 crosses the curve. When y is 1, you get a half equals sine 2t. I write down y equals 0. y doesn't equal oh, that's question B. 1 equals that's y. Hang on, take a look. There's a +1 here. I didn't notice that. 2 sine 2t plus 1. So that's part of this. I kind of just thought it was part of that or something. Oh, that makes our lives much easier then. Alright. So instead of it being equal to 1/2, it's equal to 0. Aye. Alright. We better do it. Okay, so 1 is equal to 2 sine 2t plus 1.
And so does that, and that means that 0 is equal to sine 2t.
Yeah.
And now we just do let a equals to 2t.
Mm-hmm.
And so do we now? So we now have 0 is equals to sine a.
Mm-hmm.
Should we divide both sides by sine a or something? Or
Arcsine?
so so now it's arc sine 0 is equals to a.
Yeah.
And so a is equals to 0.
0. So a is 0.
And so does that mean that 2t is also equals to 0 then? Is equals to 0.
Yeah, get additional solutions. So what additional solutions can we get?
So we're doing sine. So does that mean I need to do pi minus 0? Oh no, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Equals to pi.
Yeah. Any other solutions?
Do I need to do? No, I'm not sure.
Plus 2 pi to previous answers.
So is that pi plus 2 pi and 0 plus 2 pi?
Yeah.
And so that will become 3 pi and 2 pi.
Yeah. So solve for t.
So am I now doing just all those answers divided by 2?
Yeah. So which of those answers are in the range?
So pi is in the range, and 2 pi is in the range.
Yeah. 3 pi isn't because it's not or equal to.
And so t is pi over 2 and pi.
Yep.
And so now, do we sub those two values in for cos
Yep.
t?
Yep.
And that is I got so cos pi over 2 is 0,
Mm-hmm.
and cos pi is -1.
And so 0, 1, and -1, 1. 0, 1, and -1, 1. Great. So we just missed that +1 thing. Okay, question B.
So it says cuts the x-axis. Where does that mean that the y-coordinate will be 0?
Yep.
Does that mean that 0 is equal to 2 sine 2t?
Yep. What did you forget again?
+1.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like it's connected to it.
So that'll be -1/2 is equals to sine 2t.
Yeah.
And then are we now doing arc sine -1/2?
Mm-hmm.
Equals to 2t. And then do I do let 2t equals to a, or?
Yeah.
And then so for arc sine of -1/2, that will be -6 pi.
6 pi. Did we do -1/2 before or +1/2? I think we did +1/2. +1/2, yeah. Okay, so that's -1/6 pi. So we did. No, we didn't do that one. Yeah, okay, go on.
And so I've now got -6 pi. Do I now need to do pi minus -6 pi?
Yep.
And then that will be 7/6 pi.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's out of the range, outside the range anyway. But
the range for A is pi over 2, 2t, 3 pi.
all right. And do I now need to do 2 pi minus -6 pi or something?
-1/6 pi plus 2 pi.
Okay. So, and that will be 11/6 pi.
Yep.
Do I now need to do 7/6 pi plus 2 pi?
So that'll be outside the range then. That'd be 3 point something pi. 3 and 1/6 pi, something like that.
So are those all my answers?
So that's 2t.
And I now need to half all those answers.
Yep.
And so my new answers now are 11/12 pi and 7/12 pi.
And that's what they asked for. 7 pi over 12, 11 pi over 12, same thing. And C.
So we know that it'll be, is it 2 0 coordinates for y? And to determine it, I'm just subbing in the 2t coordinates for x equals cos 2.
Correct.
And so that will become, so first answer 7 over 12 pi, which will be, it's a fraction.
Okay.
It's minus root 6 plus root 2 all over 4.
Okay.
And for cos 11 over 12 pi, I will get the same, but minus is the first symbol. Yeah.
Minus root 2, is it?
Yeah, it's like that, yeah. Oh, no, sorry, plus root 2, sorry. Yeah.
Plus root 2. So what's different about it? It's minus root 6 instead of plus root 6?
They've moved the sign. So for this next one, it's just minus, like the fraction is minus, rather than just minus root 6.
That's the same as the root 2 being minus. Yep.
Is it? Oh, right, okay.
It's like they factorized out minus 1, and and you don't need the 1.
Okay.
So it's plus or minus basically. And there we go. So they wrote it a different way. Still, many different ways to write. No. This one has it on the outside. This one would be, they just reversed the order of the two of them. Yeah, that's it. Great. So, any questions there?
No.
Yeah, it's just not tricky. Never gonna be easy. Okay, this one has exponentials. Let's give this a go.
So that's like a straight line, isn't it? Y equals x minus 1.
Yeah.
Should I sub in y equals to e to the power of 2t minus 1, or should I just do 4e to the power of t minus 4 equals to e to the power of 2t minus 1?
Yeah, you could do that. Minus 4 is equal to e to the 2t minus 1.
I'm just out of interest. What does t actually mean, like in general?
It's a parameter. It's usually standing for time. So you have like an x and y position, and then like 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that.
Okay. Should I just put that into my graphical calculator?
Give it a go.
Okay.
How would you even put it? Oh yeah, just in the solver. Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah. One of my t values was good. The other one was bad.
Do you mean like exact or not? Go on. What did you get?
Yeah. One of my t values I got was 0, and the other one was like a long decimal.
So what are they? What is
And
the long decimal one?
like 1.0, no, 1.10 basically.
1.10. So I let x be equal to e to the power of t.
Yeah.
So I got 4x minus 4 equals x squared minus 1. So that looks like this. And so, let's see, x equals minus, hang on, so that'd be 0. If you factorize that, you would get, so x equals 1 or x equals 3. Then you sub it back.
Yeah.
So e to the t equals 1 or e to the t equals 3. E to the power of what gives you 1?
E to the power of 1 gives you 2. Is it?
E to the power, anything to the power of what gives you 1?
Oh, e to the power of 0.
So that's the 0 solution. E to the power of t gives us 3. How would you solve that for t?
G on both sides.
Yep.
And then do t equals to ln 3 over ln e.
And do you know what ln e is?
Just e to the 1.
Put ln e into calculator.
One.
Yep. And so ln 3 divided by 1, ln 3. And let's just check. Ln 3, is that your 1.10 answer?
Yeah.
And so in case they want exact value, which they didn't ask for, but who knows. B.
So am I just such curves? So I know that t is 0 and t is ln 3. Do I need to sub both of those values in for 4e to the power of 2 and then minus 4?
You want the x and y coordinates?
And
sub it in to get x, sub it in to get y.
Yeah. So if I do e to the power of 2 times 0, and that will be 1. So x is 1. Then 4, 15. And then so the first coordinates are 1, 0.
Yep.
And then after that it will be 9 as the x coordinate. And 8.
9, 8. And 1, 0, 9, 8. Grand. Yeah. So you solve that first one. If they want the exact value, it's a hidden quadratic. E to the power of t and then e to the power of t squared. And so x and x squared. And they use that. Any questions about that?
No.
Just long, brutal questions. Let's see. So this is another trig one. Let me just see if this is any different. Find an equation of a straight line. All right. How do we do this one? Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, so do I need to first of all find coordinates for x and y?
Mm-hmm.
So do I need to sub in pi over 6 and do x equals to 4 sine pi over 6?
Yeah.
And I got 2.
Okay.
And for the y value of that, I got 4 root 3.
Okay.
And then for the next set, I do my answer will be -4.
Okay.
And zero.
Okay.
So that means that I know that these 2 points go through the straight line. Oh, do I then need to find the gradient?
Yep.
So am I doing 0 minus 4 root 3
Mm-hmm.
over -4 minus 2?
Mm-hmm.
And I got 2 root 3 all over 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, sorry, it's like 2 root 3 and then over 3. Oh, is that the same thing?
The same thing, yeah.
And then to find the plus c, do I just do 0 is equals to 2 root 3 over 2 over 3 root 3 times -4 plus c?
Yep.
And then that'll give me and then my c value is 8 root 3 over 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, so now my final equation right now
Mm-hmm.
is y is equals to 2 over 3 root 3x plus 8 root 3 over 3.
Yeah, and they want it in integer form.
And do I now then do just make it all equals to 0 by doing
Hang on. I have a feeling that they left out where a, b, and c are integers. So how would you make it so they're integers and not fractions?
do I need to times both sides by 3?
Yeah.
So that'll be 3y is equals to 2 root 3 plus 8 root 3.
And then you'd make it equal to 0.
Yeah.
And so if it was 0, what would it be?
It'll be it'll be -3y plus 2 root 3 plus 8 root 3.
Yeah, don't forget the x, 2 root 3x.
Yeah.
2 root 3x minus 3y plus 8 root 3, and that's all equal to 0. Is that the same question for some reason? 3y, so they brought them on the other side, but it's correct. Grand. So you sub those in to get x and y coordinates, and then equation of the line through the two. Any questions about that?
No.
All right. Oh god. Lon, show that the line crosses the curve. All right. How would you start? A.
Okay, so show the line at the obstacle. I'm not sure how to start this.
Y is equal to this.
Yeah.
What can you do there?
So am I doing 2x minus ln 18 equals to ln t minus 1?
Yep. We're trying to solve for t. Problem is we have an x.
Should I solve for the x value?
What is x?
X is ln t plus 2.
And so, just like with the previous question, that's what you're doing. And you have to solve for t.
And and so that will be 2, 2. Do I need to do make it equals to 0 or something?
There's a few different ways of going about this. I was trying to think of what's the easiest way.
Should I risk my calculator or is it all the time?
You could put in the calculator.
Okay.
I have a few different ideas.
No, it wasn't good values.
So this one on the left, you can bring that to the power.
Yep.
If you bring the ln 18 to the other side.
Oh, so when it's ln t minus 1, is that just the same as ln t divided by ln 1?
Yeah.
So should I do ln t plus 2 squared equals to ln t divided by ln 1?
Go the other way with it. Incorporate in the plus ln 18.
Does that mean times it by 18? Times the actual by 18?
I believe that would be ln t minus 1 plus 18.
and so that'll become ln t plus 2 squared is equals to ln t plus 17.
Yeah, hang on, maybe you're right. When do you see powers being added? It's when you multiply. So you multiply it by 18. How do you multiply it by 18? So is it 18t minus 18? Ooh. It might be your way, sorry. It might be 18t minus 18. And so, any idea how you solve that? So ln t plus 2 squared equals ln that.
Should I separate out the ln t plus 2 squared?
Ln something equals ln something else?
Oh, so t plus 2 squared is equals to 18t minus 18.
Yeah. And it's the same as raising both sides to the power of 8. Simplifies down to that.
And I think if I now put it into my calculator, should be the t values, shouldn't it?
Yep. Put that in, so you get.
No, still you give me decimals, so I need to expand the t. Yeah.
Okay, so what does that simplify to?
That simplifies down to t squared minus 14t plus 22.
So you could give that a go.
And put it into my polynomial equation.
Yeah.
And I got 7 plus 3 root 3. And yeah, 7 minus 3 root 3.
So what is A, what is B?
Also, A is 7, B is 3.
That's if my wacky stuff worked. 7 and 3. Yeah, there we go. So let's parse this. So believe it or not, even though it looks different, strangely you got a first shot back here. Was it back here? Forget where it was. I think it was question 5. Yeah, it was this one. You said 4e to the t minus 4 is equal to e to the 2t minus 1. So you did that in one go. So that's essentially y equals x minus 1 and x is e to the 2t. So x minus 1 equals 4e to the t minus 4, and because x is equal to 2t, e to the 2t minus 1 is equal to 4 e to the t minus 4. This one's same idea. So y equals 2x minus ln 18. So 2x minus ln 18 is equal to ln t minus 1. X is ln t plus 2, and so you sub that in for x. And so you go from having two separate equations with x and y and t to one equation with x and t to one equation with only t. And then you solve that. Ln equations in general always aim to make it ln one thing equals ln another thing, so that you can equate those two. You can't have like 2 ln, that won't work, so you have to make it ln squared. Then the other side, when do you see powers being added? It's when they are being multiplied, like index number times index number. Logarithms are just powers, and so it's that bracket times 18, and then you can solve it. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, and so how could you do B?
I think here we just sub in. So need to find t first, which will be
7 plus or minus 3 root 3.
yeah, and then if we just sub those two different 7 plus 3 root 3 and 7 minus 3 root 3 and for x equals and y equals, that should give us the answers.
Yep. And that's what they did. And they get the exact answers. That's what they wanted, the exact answers. And you get those. Let me see this one. So this is another trig one. And hopefully they give us a diagram. Find the coordinates of the points where the curve intersects with the x-axis. What would you do to find that one?
So I just make y is equals to 0, 0 equals to 4 sine 2t plus 2, and then I think I know what I need to do. Yeah.
When you get the t answers for that one,
sub them both in for the x equals and the y equals.
Yep. How would you do b?
So do I need to do 4 equals to 4 sine 2t plus 2?
Yep, and then you just solve that in the same way you did with a, except you don't need to. Oh, sorry. And then part C.
Put it into my calculator.
They gave you the 2t values for when y equals 4.
So I just sub those in for x equals.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 cos pi over 12 and that thing. And yeah, 6 cos pi over 12 for 6 cos 5 over 4. Wow, didn't even simplify. Come on, man. Let's see this one. Show that it does not intersect. That will be similar to previous one. You just do b squared minus 4ac and you'll get an answer less than 0. There's another trig. So this one, it's a tangent to the curve. So b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 0. You'll just get one repeat. You'll just get the same solution twice. E to the t, e to the 2t. So we did one of these. Yep, showed that get the equation of the line. Equation of a line, yep. Oops. It's okay. Yes, okay, points of intersection.
I think I'll give it a tick.
Hey, I'm glad to have finished it. And then modeling with parametrics is the last section in parametrics chapter. Yeah, how was that for you, Andrey?
Tricky stuff, I think.
Yep. Hey, it's good. It's not too easy. If it's too easy, it's a waste of time. And so we'll do this one next time, is it? 8.5?
Yes, please, yeah. I'm in half